I wanted to kind of touch on a sad note. First of all, obviously, we suffered the loss of a deputy in Cowlitz County, your neighboring county. Just give me your reaction to the death of Deputy DeRosier.
It's always a shock, and immediately I flash back to when that happened within our agency, and so I really knew how Sheriff Thurman was probably feeling. I wasn't the sheriff at the time that we lost Sergeant Brad Crawford. However, I was first on the scene, and I was there to see the emotions and the shock on the deputy's face and the police officers' faces that were there. So, it saddened me. I immediately reached out. I happened to be down in California at a family funeral, so I wasn't in town able to reach out directly to him, but I had a phone call with him and a little conversation.
It was interesting because we had the procession shortly after that from Vancouver to Kelso, and obviously the Clark County Sheriff's Office was a major part of that. And we had a small video snippet that we posted of the procession from the overpass in La Center. We posted that. Just the reaction was amazing online, probably our most viral social media post. It was interesting to see sort of that support and outpouring of love for a fallen law enforcement officer. I think juxtaposed a little bit against the recent officer-involved shootings in Vancouver and a lot of the outcry against that. I wanted to kind of get your take on which of those public sentiments do you feel most accurately reflects how the majority feels about law enforcement?
I certainly think the one showing the outpouring of love for the loss of a police officer clearly, in my opinion, is the overriding sentiment of the people in Clark County and in our region. However, I give, I don't want to say credit, but I agree with both sentiments in that they're the true emotional feelings of the people involved at the time. Even in our recent shootings, if you'll notice that we didn't have riots in the street, and we didn't have people burning cars, and we didn't have issues like you see in some other parts of the country. Sure, there was people speaking against it. There were people asking questions about it, which we fully expect. And with my 40 years of experience in law enforcement, I've always, or I should say, I learned early on that when tragedy happens, families are impacted in different ways. And even if it's clear to me as law enforcement that the actions taken by law enforcement were proper and just, it still doesn't take away the emotions of the family that may have lost somebody, that may feel that they were unjustly treated. So I try not to let that impact me. I let the people have the feelings that they have, and then let the facts roll out, how it's going to go out. But in Clark County, I think we're very fortunate that, in general, people support the work that we do.